सुश्रुत संहिता सूत्रस्थान द्रवद्रव्यविद्या अध्याय श्लोक 143 to 145 तत्तु नाना द्रव्य रसगुण वीर्य विपाक विरुद्धानां पुष्परसानां माक्षिक संभवत्वाच्च अनुष्णोपचारम् उष्णैर्विरुध्यते सर्वं विषान्वयतया मधु उष्णार्तम् उष्णैरुष्णे वा तन्निहन्ति यथा विषम् तत्सौकुमार्यच्च तथैव शैत्य नाना औषधीनां रससंभवाच्च उष्णे विरुध्यते विशेषतश्च तथा अंतरिक्षजलेन च अपि इदानी उक्तायामपि हिता अहितये प्रक्रमआगतायाम् अनुष्णोपचारतायां हेतुं दर्शयन्नाह तत्त्वित्यदि तन्मधु अनुष्णोपचारं भवति सम्बन्धः कस्मादित्याह पुष्परसानां माक्षिकसंभवत्वात् किंभूतानां नानाद्रव्य रस गुण वीर्य विपाक विरुद्धानां पुष्परसविष मक्षिका संभवत्वात् इत्यन्ते पठन्ति पुष्परसविष संचारिण्यो मक्षिकाः पुष्परसविष मक्षिकाः अनुष्णोपचारं योगवाहि च इति केचिद्द्रवय पठन्ति तत्र पूर्वम् उक्तत्वाद् योगवाहितायाः मक्षिका हि पुष्परससञ्चारिण्यस्ततः मधुपि वीर्येण उष्णं भवति तस्मात् मधुश्च द्रव्येण न उपचर्यते युज्यते उष्णेन सह विरुद्धत्वात् विषवद् इति भाव उष्णेन सह विरोधे हेतुम् आह उष्णैरित्यदि उष्णैरिति उष्णस्पर्शे न तु उष्णवीर्यं विषान्वतयः विषाहार माक्षिका प्रसवतया उष्णार्तं घर्मपीडितम् उष्णे द्रव्यैः सह उष्णे देशे काले वा उक्तम् एव सुखबोधनार्थम् आह तदित्यादि सुकुमारं हयुष्णेन विरुध्यते यथा नवनीतस्त्यान घृतजलकुसुमानि शीतस्य अपि स्वभावतः शीतेन न अपि केनचिद् विरोधम् आह तथा अंतरिक्षेण जलेन च अपि खजलेन स्वभावतः अपि शब्दार्थ आर्घ्यम उष्णेन सह न विरुध्यते। तो आज हम ये जो श्लोक है इसके बारे में जानेंगे। तो इसमें कहा गया है कि वह मधु अनेक प्रकार के द्रव्यों के रस गुण वीर्य और विपाक की दृष्टि से परस्पर विरुद्ध ऐसे विविध पुष्पों के रस से उत्पन्न होने से तथा विषैली मक्षिकाओं द्वारा उत्पन्न होने से उष्णोपचार या उष्ण अवस्था के साथ संसर्ग रखने के योग्य नहीं है। मधु अपनी उत्पत्ति में विष संसर्जन्य होने से उष्ण अवस्थाओं के साथ विरुद्ध पड़ता है। जैसे अग्नि या सूर्य के ताप से मनुष्य को उष्ण द्रव्यों के साथ उष्ण समय जैसे शरद ग्रीष्म व मध्याह्न में सेवन कराने से विष की तरह मार डालता है। मधु सुकुमार होने से, शीतल होने से और अनेक प्रकार की औषधियों के पुष्प रस से उत्पन्न होने से उष्ण द्रव्य के साथ विरुद्ध पड़ता है तथा विशेषकर अंतरिक्ष जल के साथ भी विरुद्ध पड़ता है। Namaskar and welcome back. One of the most common question is Ayurvedic dietetics is about honey. Can we cook with it? Can we put it in hot tea? While modern culinary trends often use honey as a sugar substitute in baking, Ayurveda issues a stern warning against this practice. Today, we are not just going to say don't do it. We are going to analyze why. We will decode verses 143, 144 and 145 from the Sushrut Samhita Sutrasthana dravdravyavidhya adhyaya, and most importantly, we will praise the brilliant commentary of Acharya Dalhana in his Nibandha Sangraha to understand the chemical and physiological reasoning behind this ancient contradiction. So let's look at Shlok 143. Sushrut began by defining the very nature of honey. He called it Nana Dravya Rasaguna Virya Vipaka Viruddhanam. Let's look at Shlok 143. Sushrut began by defining very nature of honey. Honey is not a simple substance, it is a conglomerate. Bees collect nectar from thousands of different plants. Some of these plants are sweet, some bitter, some hot, some cold. According to Dalhan, the mixture possesses Viruddha property, opposing energies. He explained Pushpa Rasanam Makshika Sambhavatvat, because it is created by bees fusing this desperate element. Honey is in a state of delicate, unstable equilibrium. Dalhan's logic here is profound. He argued that when you apply heat to a substance that is already a complex mixture opposing qualities, you disrupt its internal structure, turning a medicinal substance into a toxic one. उष्णैर विरुध्यते सर्वं विषान्वयतया madhu. So now things get serious in 144 verse. Sushrut state that heated honey kills yatha visham, just like poison. But why? The term is vishanvayataya. Dalhan offers a fascinating commentary here. He notes a variant reading Pushpa Rasa Visha Makshika. He explained that bees do not distinguish between non-toxic and toxic plants. They forge on Visha Ahara, poisonous flora, While the bee's digestive system neutralizes this for the honey, the potential for toxicity remains latent. Dalhana suggests that heat acts as a catalyst. It activates these latent poisonous traces, uh, Vishanuetva. Further, he clarifies the scope of this danger. It's not just hitting the honey, it is also Ushna Artha, that is, consuming honey when you are physically overheated in sunstroke, Ushna Desh or a Kal, consuming it in a very hot climate or season. It acts as a Samyog Viruddha, incompatible combination. This is the most critical part of the lecture, so pay attention. Students often ask, if heat is bad, why is honey often prescribed with ginger or black pepper? Aren't they hot? Dalhana solved this riddle in his commentary. He writes, उष्णैर इति उष्ण स्पर्शः न तु उष्ण वीर्यः. He clarified that the contraindication specifically applies to ushna sparsha, things that are physically hot to the touch, like boiling water or a hot milk. It does not necessarily apply to ushna virya, herbs that have a heating metabolic effect, provided they are consumed at room temperature. This is why chitrak or trikatu, which are hot in potency, can be mixed with honey, provided the mixture itself is not heated over fire. Moving to verse 145, Sushrut uses the word saukumarya, that is, delicacy. Dalhan gives a beautiful analogy here. He compares honey to navnita, fresh butter, and kusuma flower. Just as the flower wilts immediately near fire, the medicinal essence of honey collapses under heat. But look at the last line. Antarikshena jalena cha api. Sushu say honey is incompatible with atmospheric water, rain water. Dalhan explains this स्वभावत्व विरुद्ध, natural incompatibility. While honey is generally taken with cold water, the specific chemical composition, rainwater, perhaps due to acidic and atmospheric impurities of that time, reacts adversely with honey. Academic honesty requires us to look at exceptions. Dalhana, being a through commentator, point out the word apicha in the verse. He mentioned that argya madhu, a specific type of wild honey, arguably from a argya bee or used for a specific oblation, might be an exception for the heating rule. However, for clinical practice today, since we cannot easily identify argya madhu, the general rule stand: do not heat honey. To conclude, Let's bridge this modern chemistry. We know that honey contains sugars like fructose and glucose. When you heat honey above 60 degrees Celsius, that is 140 degree Fahrenheit, it undergoes a chemical change. It produces a compound called hydroxymethylfurfural, that is HMF. High level of HMF are cytotoxic and considered potential carcinogens. The European Union actually sets strict limit on HMF level in honey to determine its freshness and safety. Essentially, chemistry validates Sushruta's 3000-year-old warning. Heated honey becomes chemically altered and harmful. So, the takeaway from Sushruta and Dalhana is clear. Number one is honey is a delicate Sukumar mixture of biological essences. Number two, heat activates its latent toxicity, that is Vish Anvaya. Number three, avoid taking honey with boiling water or cooking it in a food. Thank you for watching this deep dive into the Sushrut Samhita. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more Ayurvedic textual analysis.